Que isso, rapaz? Oh my God!
We got a lot to do here on this project, and we're going to start by taking out these stairs. When we build a new set, they're going to come down a different way. Now we got to demo all of the floor, but the problem is that we have this. So we're going to have to do a beam from here to there temporarily to hold that weight so that they can take all this out. So we just did a double 2x10 to support this. There's really not so much weight on top of this as this house is done with trusses. The roof is fully bearing on the outside walls. Now you can tell this floor system is not ideal, but man, look at this. My man just cut it. He didn't even worry about it. He just said, whatever. Same goes with this guy. Somehow this made it this far, but now it doesn't matter because we're framing this thing anew. So now it's time to reframe that giant hole we made. You can see that I put a piece of 3/4 plywood, which is what we're going to use, and then use a level to adjust the ledger to the appropriate height. Once I have all the ledgers set for the outside perimeter, I'll set a string line. Next we'll mark our layout, 16 on the center, and nail out the measurements. I use the line because I think it's easier than to try to match the old house there, the old ledger. Since it was all cut up and under the plywood, it would have been more difficult to keep it straight. Once it's framed in, it's time for joist hangers, 3-inch nails on the angles there, and then we're going to go ahead and set the insulation for the guys to make it easier on them. Now we had to install the insulation face down, so they will still need to go underneath and set some wires so it doesn't just fall down over the years. I still think that's better than doing it all from the bottom, that's for sure. You saw that we glued down the top of the joist, and then it's just a matter of adding the Adventech. This stuff goes on really easy, and this was very fast to do. Construction life sometimes is just full of adventures. We didn't have stairs, so we gotta do what we can to do what we need. Here Gene is measuring the studs for a shoring wall. We need to support the weight temporarily so that we can work on this opening here above. We need to make it bigger. I'll start by measuring the distance here on one side, and then do the same thing on the other side. Of course, pop the line and cut it out. I cut that plywood a little bit too far back, but it's not a big deal. I can add some blocking and stiffen it so that it's not a weak point. Our clients here felt that their stairs were a little bit too narrow before, so they're trying to widen it to about 42 inches. Now that we made this cut, we can go ahead and take this out, beat it out of there, and then I'll go upstairs with the pry bar while in working conjunction with the hits. Finally we get it out of there. Gene can't hold on to it, but that's okay. Nobody got hurt, thankfully. And now it's just a matter of framing in the new opening where it needs to be for the new set of stairs. Easy peasy. Now it's time for stairs. Right over here. I'll start the stairs with a ledger board, and that's there so that I can have a nice place to nail my stringers onto. Make sure that's level and nail it on there. Also screw it with some big timber screws. These stairs are going to come down to a landing, and then turn 90 degrees and come down the rest of the way. As you can see, I will put my stringer on and then nail my landing to it. Make sure that it's right and even with the other side, and always make sure it's level. Now that the top stairs are installed, it's time to work on that landing. Originally we thought we had to do a split landing here to get the distance they needed for other aspects of their home, but after further planning we realized that it was not necessary, so a straight square landing was good. They're doing 1/8 inch thick vinyl flooring on everything, so the Adventech is permanent. It's going to stay on there. And yeah, there you go. This other section also needed to be replaced, so let's do it. We like to cut away from the wall first and then come back with the Sawzall. It's simply easier, and then you can also see what you're doing because we often run into wires. Now we're going to rebuild this. We'll shoot these ledgers on first with a framing gun, and then I'll come back with 8-inch timber screws after. I'm going to set them in place and then make sure the transition is level. This board had a bow to it, and either that or the floor, but I had to adjust it kind of custom here. Some parts were high, so I'll get a planer and fix that. Once it's good, we keep going. We beefed up the beam on 3 sides of the opening here with a new board, and used the original on the outside band. That's why we put a string here, so that we can use that and keep these joists in a nice line. We'll frame everything 16 on center, do some pressure blocking in the middle, add the insulation, and then finish with Adventech. We got some walls to build. Start by taking out this trim. That's where the wall is going to go, but regardless, it has to come out either way. I'll pull measurement here on the side to see how far it needs to come out, and then transfer it to the other end so that the wall can be obviously the same distance. We'll pop our lines here for their layout, start with the outside perimeters, and then do the inside walls as well. Once that's done, we can start shooting the bottom plate. I already know where my walls are going to go, so I will nail only where the studs are going to be. Makes it easier when you cut out the excess here. Once the plates are nailed down, we use a laser level to transfer our lines to the ceiling, and that makes life really easy. I really like this tool. Now it's just a matter of repeating the process. We will snap our lines, then nail our plates to the top. Here we're using the stud finder, which is, in my opinion, the best in the game. We find where the ceiling joists go and then nail our plates to that. Once that's done, we can start running our studs 16 inches on center. Set up your layout for your doors, and voila!